Hello, and thank you for watching Accelerate with Nerdio. In today's lesson, we're going to discuss adding and managing public IP addresses in the Nerdio Admin Portal. Please check the description for any additional links or updates, and as always, visit help.nerdio.net for access to all of our amazing articles and videos. So our four agenda items today are static public IP addresses versus dynamic public IP addresses. The biggest difference here is that dynamic addresses can change, especially if a resource is deallocated, whereas static public IPs will always retain the same public IP address for that object. We'll also discuss how you can add public static IPs to WVD desktops as well as pools. So when we think about the Nerdio defaults, all of the three primary infrastructure servers will receive a static public IP address when they're created. That's DC01, FS01, and PRX01. WVD pools, when created, will receive a load balancer in Azure, as well as a static public IP address associated with that load balancer. What that means is, right, we've got multiple hosts in the container that is the pool, so we need all of those hosts to go out through the same single static public IP object, and so that's where the load balancer comes in. And we can see that here with this screenshot from Azure. I've got my load balancer, I've got my NIC object, and I've got my public IP object. And then if we look at the screenshot below, this is where you can view it or how it will relate when you look at it in the Nerdio Admin Portal. And we'll pop into the portal and take a look at that as well. So we can see, we've got our load balancer for our pool. There's the IP address that our users would use if they need to whitelist traffic coming out from that address, as well as our three infrastructure servers. If I need to add an additional one, I can click on Add IP. It will look at any servers or virtual machines in the environment. So again, when we think about pools, it gets created automatically. You wouldn't use this to do it. But if you create a dedicated desktop or a new standalone server, this is where you'd come in and add that public IP object to it. So I would choose WVD002. This must be the second dedicated one-to-one desktop in my environment. I would hit confirm, and it would add that public IP object, and then it would be visible here in the network firewall section. And that is really it. It's very easy to add, manage these objects, see what the addresses are from the Nerdio Admin Portal. If you have any questions, definitely visit help.nerdio.net for further information. Thank you and have a great day.